Hey y'all, welcome on in. I am back. Happy post-Thanksgiving. I have not seen y'all since before Thanksgiving. Welcome on back. We are going to create this really cute little snowman hanger, door hanger, if you will. Plus, I have a huge sale happening over on my website for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of that. So when y'all pop on, comment the word shop to go get all the info. I'm going to get this shared over into my broadcast channel. So if you're not part of my broadcast channel, make sure that you join, okay? Because that's going to be the best way to know what's going on over here right on this page, okay? So I'm going to get this shared and then we are going to get started. So we have a huge sale happening over on my website, which I will talk about in just one second, but let me get this shared and then we will hang out and chit chat. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in so long. I hope everybody is having had a fabulous Thanksgiving. So hi Diane, hi Linda, hi guys, hello. Okay, so everything on my website is 40% off until midnight. I don't do website sales very often. In fact, the last one I think was back in September. I do not do them very often. So if you missed out on any of the new stuff that's behind me, go check out your messenger or go check out the link, the website. The only thing that is not on sale are the little circle rounds. These things right here that we did last week. Those are the only things that are not 40% off, but everything else on my website is 40% off until midnight. Okay. So I know my wording is backwards, but I wanted to be able to see comments. So check that out. This is a 16-inch little hanger. I think this is really fun. It comes in 8 inches all the way up to 20 inches. We're just going to hang out. We're going to chit chat. We're going to paint. Y'all are going to let me know how your Thanksgiving was. So, hello, Maureen. Hi, y'all. I've been busy the last couple of days. I was off Friday. I did go live and show y'all the first tips Friday, and then I was off obviously Thursday. But I worked most of the day yesterday, most of the day today. I did take a little break to go have lunch. But lots of orders are getting shipped. So, Lynn, it's 40% off. So it just depends on the size that you want. I want to say the 20-inch one is $12 with the 40% off. And I know the 8-inch one is like $4.80. But that pricing will end at midnight. And you will have to place the order on the website. So, Lynn, if you comment the word shop and then go check the link, the message, there's a button in there that says shop the snowman. And you can click on that and then you can click on the price. I don't know off the top of my head what it is with the 40% off. You would just have to go to the website. I don't have it right now in front of me. But I want to say the 18-inch, would you say 18-inch? The 18-inch is normally $18, so then it'd be 40% off of that. That makes sense? All right, let me get all this wiped down. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my baby wipe and I am wiping off all of the glue so none of that yellows when we go to paint. Miss Susie, I was just thinking about you today. I hope you're doing fabulous. Thank you, Miss Holly. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, getting all this off, and here we go. This is my first question. Should we go bright white paint for our snowman, or should we do the light buttermilk? What do y'all think? I'm gonna do a blue hat, a red scarf, right? Blue hat, red scarf. Nose is gonna be orange. The buttons are gonna be brown. The heart's gonna be red. Hi, Stephanie. So I'm trying to decide light buttermilk or bright white, and I'll show you all the difference. I will show you the difference, okay? So like this little snowman, this is our cutout of the week. This one is in light buttermilk, and then this one is in the bright white. What do y'all think? I'm really loving the light buttermilk for all the snowman stuff. Mary Beth Thomas, I think I've shipped out a couple of your orders the last 2 days. You've got some stuff. I did. You're so welcome, Maureen. Hi, Marcy. Let me put this back. My Thanksgiving was really fun. 4 of my 6 kids. Oh, how fun. Hi, Barbara. Light buttermilk. Okay, we'll go light buttermilk. Yes, comment that word shop. We're just going to hang on. We're going to paint tonight. And y'all can go shop the sale on my site. Barbara's a traditional girly. She's like, go white. I love the white. Let me roll up my sleeves. And here we go. We're going to use light buttermilk, but I think I already have one open. So we're going to use that one. And I just need to really just focus on the face down because we're going to do a little, it's called like an ear flap. I think that's what I named it. An ear flap hanger. Hi, Carol. Thank you, Miss Kathy. So, Lynn, did you see that? Kathy said that the 18-inch version of this is $10.80. That's a steal. And like I told y'all, I rarely do sales on my website. Like this big, like the 40% off. And that's only until midnight. You also have until tomorrow. You'll have tomorrow to shop too, but the site will be 30% off. So if you're joining me live, you get to shop at the 40% off, and there's no code needed. So, but tell me all about y'all's Thanksgivings. Did y'all have a great time? What did y'all do? Where did y'all go? Did you stay at home? Did they come to you? Tell me all the things. It was busy. Thursday we were with my family. Then Friday we were with Thomas's family. And I was so tired on Saturday. Well, Thomas did his first Whatnot stream. He did a Whatnot live. Like I've told y'all before, Thomas is really into, like, he collects Pokemon cards with, you know, him and his kids and all of that. And so he did his first Pokemon stream, selling some Pokemon cards. So we were up late Friday night getting all of that together and I was helping him behind the scenes with his Whatnot sale. And it did really well. And I'm just over here, y'all are chit-chatting. I'm not even reading the comments. Oh, Janice, his prime rib was so good. Oh my gosh. Hi, Maria. I agree, it's a great price. Like I told y'all, I don't do the 40% off very often. I saw your picture, Linda. That looked like so much fun. And all of y'all did fantastic. 26 people. Holy smokes. That's a lot of people. We had 11. The prime rib was so good. The prime rib was so good. He did fantastic. I would say for his first time. It was his first time, but it was so good. Then shopping on Friday. I had it at my house, did all the cooking and baking for 11 people. It was a great family day. 40% off the entire cutout sites. The only collection of things that is not 40% off are the rounds, the little mini rounds that we did last week, since people still haven't paid invoices, which I haven't sent out reminders. So that's the only thing that's not 40% off. Yay, Lynn, thank you. Oh, thank you, Missy. Yeah, so he did his Whatnot stream. Y'all, he gained on Whatnot like over 500 followers during his live. So it was really fun to see him do his thing. And I was behind the scenes and I was doing all the organizing of all the stuff that people ordered and claimed. And so it was fun. You better look, girl. Whole entire site is 40% off. Even like the digital, it's not digital scrapbook paper, but the printed scrapbook paper that I have, that's 40% off. So you can get like a 12 pack for like $3.80, something like that. So check out the whole site. You have until midnight for the 40% off. And then tomorrow it'll all be 30. I had it at my son's tonight. Perfect. Yeah, I showed up at my mom's house about noon on Thursday. And we really didn't sit down until about dinner time. We were busy. He did it Friday night, Lynn. How fun. Okay, who did some Black Friday shopping? I have not. I need a new printer. And the one printer that I want, of course, doesn't have a Black Friday deal. I'm hoping for Cyber Monday stuff, so I'll be at 11:30. You got until midnight. Last time I did the 40% off, it was only for an hour. But I figured let's extend a little bit longer, give y'all a few hours, and then tomorrow it'll be 30% off. Ooh, what'd you get, Diane? Or can you not say because Maria's on here? All right, I'm going to do another coat of the light buttermilk. You did some grandkid Black Friday shopping. Fun. Does that mean you took your grandkids or you did shopping for your grandkids? And if you comment the word Friday, you're going to get the First Dibs Friday message. I'm sorry. But Maria, I just announced it. I haven't put it in, I haven't posted it anywhere. I wanted my people who come on live to get, they have to watch my lives and I don't know it's 40% off. I probably won't even put it in the broadcast channel. I will probably just keep it for my friends who hang out with me during the live or catch the replay before midnight. And then tomorrow it'll be 30% off. Ooh, they do, Missy? I need to go check that out then. I need to see what I can find. Oh, she was with you. Oh, okay, never mind. Shopping for, can't believe that Baby Alive is still, Baby Alive? What's that? Is that a toy? I feel like I've heard that before. I did not, Miss Lynn. Send it to me again. Like I've told y'all, messages get lost so easily on Messenger. It's never that I'm ignoring you. It just, I miss things all the time on Messenger. Just because of keywords and all the stuff like that. So just send me another one. Or you can email me. Or send me a message on my personal Messenger, on my personal Facebook. All right, let's dry. Hi, Mary. Yeah. Try to spoil y'all a little bit. Give y'all a little opportunity to a doll that eats and drinks and then oh. I feel like my niece would love that. Yeah, just send me a message again, Miss Lynn. I feel like my niece would absolutely love that. But my brother and my sister-in-law might kill me for getting that. Oh my gosh. Hi, Darlene. How are you? So fun fact about this cutout that I'm doing, it was actually an ornament. It's a little ornament, and I blew it up to do a little hanger. So this is the 16-inch hanger. I feel like this would be perfect on a wreath. But I also think it's just kind of cute on its own. There's a tea party version of this doll. What makes it a tea party version? Does she come with teacups? Hi, Sharon. Mary, it got cold here in San Antonio too. I had to bust out like my big puffer jacket. Now that's cold for San Antonio, like 51, 50s. That's cold for us. So if you're from up north and you're laughing at my jacket, getting my big jacket out at the 50-degree weather, well, that doesn't happen too often here. Ornament. I have the ornament and love it. Yay! Yes. Yeah. So it was an ornament version, and I blew it up because, well, one, I saw somebody else in a wood cutout group, like the designer file, the person of the designer. She blew it. Someone else blew it up, and I was like, that's a smart idea. It's a little different version of a snowman, so I need to sand that down because that paint job looks like doo-doo. We're going to put that to the side. So we're going to go blue for our hat. So let's figure out which blue we want. I think that's too dark. I don't know. This primary blue, y'all, is really pretty. It was on the background of this guy. We did that last week, or I posted a finished picture of this one. I think I'm going to do that blue. Or Williamsburg blue. Williamsburg blue. Or there's Stormy. Ooh, which blue do I want? Not that one. We're going to go Williamsburg blue. I'm freezing. It was 43 here, and it's, oh my gosh, that's shorts weather here in Iowa. I bet, Gloria, it's cold for us Texans. That's cold for us Texans. I had my purchase from your whatnot and asked, oh, how fun! Yay! The stained glass scenes I love because it was just so simple with the black and the gold. And this, like, the frost. I mean, you could do whatever you want. We did one with the nominee and one with the shimmer frost. I loved both of them. Very classic looking. 39 in Fort Worth. I don't even know what it is right now here in San Antonio. But I wasn't planning on leaving, and then I got invited to lunch. I'm like, well, I guess I got to pull out my big old jacket. All right. That was Williamsburg blue. Let's figure out a red. I'm thinking like crimson red. We could do alizarin crimson or, ooh, no, deep burgundy. I went deep burgundy. Toby, I saw your message. I forgot to respond to you. I meant to do that before I went live. You don't have any open orders with me, so you are good to go, girl. But the entire site is 40%. Well, most of the site is 40% off. There's only one thing that is not. All right. We're going to use deep burgundy. This is a really pretty, I think those colors go really well together. But we're going to keep the scarf really simple. Now you could do a pattern on the scarf. You could do, I mean, you could draw your plaid. You could use a Chalk Couture transfer for the pattern if you want. I have got to get my craft room up and going. Not doing chalk is killing me. Like, there's so many things I want to make, but ever since we got the laser moved, we have not had any time to sit down to get that room together. So hopefully later in the week we can get that together. North Dakota, -25, Miss Sue. I looked at him in winter. I'm in Iowa, snow. Oh my gosh. You looked at which one, Miss Lynn? This one? I guess I could put the ornament option up if you want it. I wouldn't have a problem with that. All right. We're going to put these to the side, let these dry. And we're going to keep painting. Let's do the buttons. We're going to do those in brown. Maybe. Yeah, let's do brown. I was going to do black, but I think brown's going to kind of go more with the, like, off-white color that we painted the snowman. We'll use espresso. Did you also blow up your Nutcracker ornament? Which one? Like the little pop-out kit that I had? No, but I can do that if you need me to. Ooh, yay, Lynn. Hi, Angie. We did have a great turkey day. We did. I was tired. All right, let me take this and I'm going just to stain it in a sense. I like to do this with brown. It lines it up a little bit. I'm in Southwest Michigan and it's 29 with 30. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm over here complaining about the 50-degree weather. I don't envy the snow. Not like, I could do snow for like a day or two, you know, where it doesn't stick for super long, but like the long-term snow, not for me. All right, that looks good. Hi, Melanie. All right, I'm gonna put that back in the bottle. So that was espresso. Okay, okay. Then we're going to do the heart. I'm gonna do the heart in the same color as the hat. So in that deep burgundy color. That looks good. Then we have the snowflake and the little, this part. Do I do white? No, that has a light blue. We're gonna do light blue. I'm looking at an example picture, y'all. We're gonna go with my pale blue. All right, put that here. So we're gonna go in with pale blue. I recommended this over in the VIP group last week. I love this blue for winter colors. It does dry darker. It's not super bright. Like, it's not as bright as what you see here. It will dry a bit darker, which I like. But I've been using this blue for winter stuff for the last couple of years, and I love it. It's by Michaels, the Craft Smart brand. Typically, I don't like Craft Smart paint, but the pale blue I do like. And that will need another coat. So we're gonna set that to the side. We're gonna grab the nose and we're gonna use Warm Sunset for the nose. If y'all are just jumping on, say hey. We are painting a little ear flap hanger snowman. And it's 40% off. My entire website is 40% off, with the exception of like one collection of items. I decided not to do that just because those were available last week. And I didn't think it was fair that if I put it 40% off, then some people would get it 40% off and some people wouldn't. So that's the only reason why those are not 40% off. Makes sense? All right, we're gonna go in burlap. Okay, who's ready for Christmas now? Who started decorating for Christmas? Has anybody? Have you put your stuff up? If I'm being honest with y'all, we're gonna be a little bit of a bah humbug over here, and I'm probably not gonna decorate it all for Christmas. One, because I have no room. I've got to get this house back in order to be able to decorate. All right, one last thing to paint, and then we are going to do all the distressing and start putting it together. Now, one tool I did get, which I know you can get these from not Amazon. You can get these from Dollar Tree. I got mine from Amazon just because I didn't want to have to go to Dollar Tree. I put my tree up. Decorating is done. Nice, Lisa. I put my tree up today with lights, but no ornaments. All done. We did today. My stuff has been... Oh, you go, Miss Lynn. I want to get one. I have a regular tree, and it's pretty big, and it's always kind of in the way, especially with the dogs, where I put it. So I wanted to buy a pencil tree this year and have a smaller tree, but I also wanted to get a pencil tree for outside, for my front porch. But going back to it, squirrel moment, I got these, you can get these from the Dollar Tree, but they have this really like sharp point. And you know how I use like the straight pin to clean up my lines? I bought that to see if that would work instead. So that's what I was gonna do. So we're gonna see how that works. Nice, Melinda. I don't decorate anymore. Too much work to put. The part is I hate putting it away. I don't mind doing the decorating. Thank you for your order. I don't mind doing the decorating. It's the putting away that I hate. They have a half tree now. Like a little tabletop tree. Is that what you're talking about, Mercy? I just thought a pencil tree would obviously take up less room. So they do. Perfect, Nadine. Yay. I'm so glad somebody was on here who's used them. I bought a set of these a while ago, and then lo and behold, I lost them. Who's surprised there? And I had to buy another set, but I got my set from Amazon. I didn't feel like going to Dollar Tree. Oh, you made a ceramic tree? Nice. Ooh, how'd it turn out, Angie? Dee Dee, you're done with Christmas shopping and everything? I just wanted to, I may leave it up all year. Ooh, Miss Maria. See, that's another thing is I have like all year, like I have ornament sets for like, you know, Valentine's Day, Easter, summer, like ornament sets, like, but people don't typically, you know, obviously purchase ornaments, if they don't have their tree up. So I don't, maybe I offer that, Maria. Oh, okay. That's good to know, Nadine. I hate taking down and putting away to, oh, there you go, Lynn. So you can enjoy it longer. Y'all, full transparency, 1 year, this was a couple years ago, I had my tree up till like June. The decorations were off. It was just a bare tree that sat in my living room. And my dad came over one day and he's like, Alex, you need to put that tree away. I'm like, why? It's not bothering anybody. Oh, I keep up all year round. Still have to put, ooh, nice, Angie. But got from another crafter. Ooh, nice, Lynn. Santa brings my grandchildren Christmas to my house, so I'll decorate this week. Oh, how fun. Oh, that's so fun. Okay. Let's do one more coat of the white. Robbie used to leave her tree up all year. I think there's a lot more people doing that now. Some people, I mean, I like the look of the Christmas tree. All right, I think I've gotten everything painted. I'm going to do one more coat on the nose. And then we will start to put this together. I will need to sand my snowman a little bit because your girl didn't do a great paint job. I did not. All right, so we used Warm Sunset, Pale Blue, Williamsburg Blue. We use Deep Burgundy, Burlap, Espresso, which I really like that color, Light Buttermilk. Exactly. Hi, Jennifer. All right, y'all, if you're just hopping in, comment the word shop, S-H-O-P. I have my entire cutout site 40% off until midnight. And if you're new here, I rarely do that. So go grab your stuff. If you've missed something from a live, now is the time to go grab it. All right. That looks pretty good. So let's try our new tool. Y'all ready? Let's see how this works. Nadine said it works pretty well. So I like to use a straight pin. Ooh. To clean out my lines. But those are, I just hate using them because then I lose them. That works pretty well. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Now, Alex, just don't lose it. That'd be fabulous. All right, I'm going to clean out. I'm afraid I'm going to pop this off. I guess I don't need so much pressure, huh? Although that one is not cleaning out as much as I would like. What the heck happened there? This is the first time I'm using it. I'm afraid to apply a bunch of pressure and it come out of this thing. There we go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm afraid, like, I'm going to pop it off. No, it wouldn't be the first time. All right, let me find my sander. Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy. All right, we're just going to lightly sand because I've got little ridges on my surface of mine, and I don't want that to be there. I could have done a much better job painting this. There you go, Maria. Does it better if you do it when it's wet? The paint, like, oh, to clean out the paint when it's wet? I don't know. Usually I just do it when it's dry. This is called a piercing and scoring tool set. It's from Amazon. But you can also get it at Dollar Tree. But Nadine was saying that these are pretty hard to find at the Dollar Tree. Hi, Lori. Never had, okay. That's good to know. But you know me, Miss Lynn. I'll be the one to break it. All right. Let's get this nice and smooth. That looks nice. Okay. So this is the 16-inch version of this. If you're just hopping on, my entire shop is 40% off. The only thing that's not 40% off are the little rounds that I just added last week. But everything else is 40% off until midnight. After midnight, it will be 30% off. All right, I'm going to go through. I'm going to attempt to clean off my edges. I really think I should use a chisel tip because I feel like I'm less likely to get it on the side. But I'm going to clean this up really quickly. And then we'll do all of our distressing and all of that. But all I'm doing is covering up the paint that is on the sides. Let's make it look a little bit nicer. If I grab him on your site, how will it ship? I love to have him in my craft sale in 2 weeks. Janice, right now, I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if I'll be able to get it cut and shipped before then to give you time to paint it. We are moving along faster, but we're still not back up to the turnaround time I desire. So we are going to bust some butt this week to get it done. But if you absolutely need him, you can send me a message and we can figure something out. All right, all that is covered, let's start distressing. So I'm going to take my snowman. I'm trying to decide, should I distress black or brown? Yeah, y'all are keeping me busy, which I love. Which is also kind of reason why I haven't gone live, is because I'm really trying my hardest to get caught back up. I've gotten out a lot of orders the last couple of days though, so I think that's good. I'm going to keep working late tonight and get more out before tomorrow. Do I distress in brown or black? What do y'all think? Sonia, hi Sonia. And if you have a missing piece, a missing cutout, something got broken, I have all of that ready to go. It's cut. I just have to pack it up and get it shipped. So if you have a form, if you filled out the form, all of that has been, oh, y'all are saying brown, has been cut. So, all right. You can do brown, black, whatever you choose. Well, heck, here we go. All right, so we're using walnut stain. Okay, and I'm just gonna go around the edge. Well, then we miss you. What? Oh, I know. I get what you mean. That's why I haven't gone live. And if I had my other room set up, I would do chalk projects. But I don't have that set up. So there's lots to do. We're working on it. I always tell y'all, I appreciate y'all being so incredibly patient during this time of growth. All right, there's that. What I am going to do is I'm going to grab my black pen again and I'm going to do the eyeballs in black. Okay. Yes, if y'all are just jumping on, comment the word shop. My entire cutout site is 40% off right now. All right, we're going to go in with our white. I'm just going to use the actual ink pad to do this. I think you get a better, like more intense color. The white, I think, turns out better because you can apply a bunch of pressure of your glass board on your table D. This one is 24 by 18, I believe. It's linked in my Amazon. It is linked in my Amazon if you want to check it out. I love it. I have a couple of these. Best money spent. So see, it kind of gives you, I think it just looks better. Perfect, Lynn. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I will check it after my live. And I am going to just use my finger to kind of lighten it up. I don't want it to be so, it kind of looks like a cloud. I might have to go in with my finger dropper. There we go. Okay, so that's going to go there. I'm going to use brown on this. I'm just going to use what's left on here. Ooh, y'all, this is cute. I'm also going to do the same thing to the little nose. I think that's all. Oh, I put that face down. My bad. All the distressing I need is that glass. It's a glass matte, Missy. So here, let me show you. Like the whole thing comes together. There's not two layers of anything. It's the whole thing has this. I love it. Still one of my favorite craft room purchases I've ever made. All right. Look at him. Look how cute he is. And let me see. We're going to distress this guy in red, not red, black. And then we are going to splatter the hat. So we're almost done. Also, Michael has, there you go. Perfect. Yes, I originally got mine from Michael's. But I've also ordered from Amazon too. So, I love mine. Get it while you can. He is adorable. Okay, so we're going to go in with the black. And then we're going to splatter this whole thing. But I do need to go in on the little hat, the blue hat, and distress the line that's in the middle with white. Okay. I did, Melanie. It looked so good. I would break it the first day. The glass mat. This thing, Mary, it's very durable. I've knocked it over when I've set it off the table. It's actually very, very durable. And the way that they ship it from Amazon, you would think like, holy smokes, is that thing, how did that thing not break? But it's great. All right. Thank you for your order. Yes, y'all. Thank y'all so much for all your orders. Go shop the site because tomorrow it will be 30% off, not 40%. Yes. I had the one from Chalk, which I loved that one. Don't get me wrong. But I hated when I would paint how dirty it would get and there was no cleaning it off. The great thing about the glass mat is, and I did this right before my live, I have like a paint scraper tool, which I've shown before. I don't know where it is, but I just scrape it all off, wipe it down, and it looks brand new. Love it. Okay, we're going to splatter these three pieces. I'm going to just double check that I don't need to do anything else. Not this one. We're just going to splatter the hat, the buttons, a little bit, and the heart, which that needs to be done in white as well. That looks good. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to use white paint. I'm going to put a little bit on my mat. I'm going to thin it out with a little bit of water. Okay. You don't want to use too much because if you use too much water, what can happen is it'll look like water spots. Like it won't like be nice and bright white. So, and then I use a fan brush. You could use a toothbrush. There's a splatter brush that you could use. Whatever you choose. It does get a little messy, at least for me it does. And then I use my scissors. I don't think that has enough water. I'm always afraid to add too much water because I want the paint to be nice and bright. Like that. So dip in a little bit more. Spray a little bit more water. I strung most of my painted ornaments today. Ooh, nice. Yay. Do you have yourself a little ornament kit like I do? I love mine because everything is in there that I need. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more on the hat. Boom. And this is the effect that you get. You can do big spots, little spots, but I also do think splatter kind of brings things together. Makes your piece look a little bit more finished when it's appropriate. We all know Miss Haley, I don't know if she's here, loves a good splatter. She loves to splatter everything. She's quick to tell me, oh, you should have splattered that. Ooh, yay! All right, let's dry this and then we'll start gluing. Yay! I love my little ornament box. I need to put my good scissors back in there, and I need to purchase another pair of those good scissors. I have a shoebox. Perfect, Lynn! That is absolutely perfect. Y'all, this splatter looks really good. And we might even add a bow. Yes, Mary Beth, I love to do splatter. The other day I did it, and Thomas, I don't remember Thomas where we were going, and I had white paint all over my glasses. I couldn't tell. He's like, you need to wipe up your glasses. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. All right, I don't add the bows. That's okay. All right, so let's start gluing this. I don't know where my little helper put my glue yesterday. So we will just, y'all hear Boone? He says, hello, ladies. Oh, there it is. He says, hello, my ladies. He misses y'all. Okay. Let's add a little bit of glue and align this up. Yeah, they don't always need a bow and the beads. You know, I mean, it's also your personal preference. Y'all, look at him. I just love this little snowman so much. I'm not done with the eyes. I was waiting for it to dry, but yes, I agree. I totally agree. But sometimes when I do that, I make it look a little scary. Thank you for your order. Sometimes when I add the white dot, he looks a little like cuckoo. That's my only fear with adding a white dot. I'm gonna make him look a little crazy. He's been doing good. He doesn't smell as bad. But you know, he's still just Boone. Thomas had his dogs over here for a little while, so he had somebody to kind of play with. Boone's so awkward though. Bless his little heart. So when I got Boone, my parents also had a dog at the time they were a month apart. And so they played a lot together as puppies. Well, that dog has passed. Their dog has passed. And so, he's a little awkward. He doesn't really know quite how to start playing with another dog. Because really, I mean, he's only really been around, you know, my brother's dog when they had theirs, and then my parents' dog when they had theirs. And so, you know, he's just a little awkward. He doesn't know how to start playing. Janice, we're not, knock on wood, girl. Mama can't afford another foreign body surgery. I cannot afford another foreign body surgery. Not another $5,000. Because y'all, vet bills are so expensive. And then, so we had that, and then he got dehydrated, and then he had another bill for like $1,800 because he got so dehydrated that he started vomiting blood. So I'm good on the vet bills for a while. No more socks as of now. Maria, when they're alone, yes. So like I crate them together. So if y'all are new here, I have an Australian Shepherd and then I have a miniature long-haired Dachshund. And when I crate them together, and when we're like sitting on the couch and we're all out here, Tucker, they don't cuddle. Tucker doesn't even like Boone getting near me. But then, like when they're in their crate, I'll walk in there and Tucker's laying literally on top of Boone a lot of the times. So they do cuddle when they're in their crate. I've also seen it when they've been outside. Tucker laying on top of Boone. I think Tucker just thinks Boone is like his built-in pillow. Exactly, Janice. Exactly. I'm like, I really don't have the money to spend this, but how can I not? Hi, Anita. Miss Anita girl. I've shipped out several of your orders the last 2 days. So you're getting lots of stuff in the mail to you. All right. Everything is glued for the most part. I'm going to wait on that because I want to do some white lines, but I want everything to kind of sit up before I move it. Now, something I've been learning, which I don't know why I haven't like caught on to this sooner, is a lot of times if you put a lot of glue on the back, right, and it's nice and thick, which is great, you want to keep an eye on it and hold it down until it sets, because if you just lay it down and kind of start moving things around or doing other things, it's going to migrate a little bit, or it can move a little bit and shift. So make sure, like my hat shifted just a little bit. So just make sure that it doesn't do that. Look at him. Him's so cute. I do, Marcy. I sure do. I can grab it here and show y'all here in a second. All right, let me do the lines. Okay. I forgot to add blush. Gosh darn it. All right, we're going to attempt. I knew I was forgetting something. I knew, I was like, don't glue that nose. So we are just going to attempt the blush here. His blush is a little off center, but it's fine. But it's fine. It looks fine. I knew I was forgetting something, y'all. All right, I need this one. Oh, well, I just broke that one. Oh my gosh, Alex. Come on. Well, that one is broken. Let's see if this one is broken. There we go. Here we go. All right. Then I'm going to do white lines here. There we go. There. I'm going to try to make my dots a little bigger. That looks good. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this line again. I wanted that line to be a little bit brighter. Okay. And then let's glue our snowflake and then we're going to be done. The grabby ones. Oh, the ones that y'all got me. Oh, I forgot about those. Oh, You trying? Oh, I have not. Okay. I got my white lines down, but not yet. I have it in my cart. I need to remember that I have those. All right, let's, ooh, y'all, look at this. That's so cute. Exactly. Nothing is working, you know, when you're tired and you're done. You're like, I want to be finished. That's me. You get me, Melinda. Or Marie, was it Mary? Mary. Would Boone let you use deodorizing glove wipes to freshen him up? I use it. No. I mean, I'm willing to try it, Melinda. But Boone is a big old scaredy cat. He is, I mean, he was afraid of a towel. So, I mean, I'm going to hold that down so it doesn't move. And then let's see if we want to add some ribbon. I don't know if it needs. I got that big old. That's too much blue. Ooh, I kind of like that one. I thought I had a thinner one of that, but it probably didn't get put up. That's also pretty too. I don't have my hot glue gun here, so I don't know if I'll get the bow done on live, but let's see. Missy, he doesn't get baths unless I pay someone to do his grooming. He had a not so great experience a couple years ago, and the lady was very, very, very rough with him. And so, like, brushing him, grooming him ever since then, no. He doesn't. Bow or no bow? I'm kind of thinking no bow. I like the bow or the ribbon with it, but not for this project, I think. So, we're going to say no bow. Ah! That just unraveled. So, that is our project for tonight. So, this one is the 16-inch version. It comes from all the way from 8 inches up to 20 inches, and this is 40% off tonight. So, if you comment the word shop, S-H-O-P, okay, my page will send you a message. Now, the links are normally in the body of the message, but when I tested it, the links weren't clickable. So the way that I fixed that is at the bottom, there are 3 buttons. There's going to be one that says shop the site, where you can go to the website and you can shop the 40% off. Or if you want a direct link to this guy, I think it says shop the snowman or shop the project. If you click on that, that'll be a link to this guy. None of those buttons are committing you to purchasing anything. All it's doing is just taking you to my website to grab them. To grab, you know, the 40% off stuff, grab this guy, whatever you want. So the website is 40% off until midnight. And like I've been telling y'all, the only exception of the things that are not 40% off are these interchangeable rounds that I have that we did last week. Okay. So here is our little snowman hanger. I'll put a hanger up here and here in a little bit, but what do y'all think? I know it's backwards. Ooh, that'd be cute, Angie. I like that. Hi, Sandy. I'm just checking comments. No bow. Okay, cool. So this is the 16-inch one, and y'all, it's not super large. It's 16 inches from top to bottom. So if you have like a smaller home, or you just want to hang this like on a door in your home or on the wall, the 16 inch is actually a pretty good size. It's not like our big 16-inch rounds. You know what I mean? So this is normally, the 16 inch is normally $16, but it is 40% off. Someone said that the 18-inch one with the 40% off is like $10 and some change. So I will drop the link to the snowman in the comments for you, which I think some of you have already grabbed him. So this one that I did, the 16-inch one, is $9.60 instead of $16. I'm just saying. So here is the link to the snowman that I did tonight. Okay, I just dropped that in the comments. Or if you just want to go check out everything on my website, here's the link just to my main website. You can click on that and you can go shop. You want to make sure, ooh, that's a great idea, Donna. You want to make sure that you check out before midnight in order to get the 50% off, because all day tomorrow it'll be 30. Okay, so if there's things that you've been wanting, that you've been eyeing on the site, now is your chance to grab it with the 40% off. I don't do 40% off very often. Last time I did it, it was about 5 months ago. So 4 or 5 months ago. So there he is. Super cute. Love him. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I will be back tomorrow for our cutout of the week. This was our cutout of the week. This week it was our little snow guy. And it does fit in the interchangeable round that I showed y'all last week. And it's a little interchangeable circle frame. And I have a bunch of like winter themed ones on this site for y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to go eat some dinner. I'm going to go keep shipping and getting all your stuff out. I will see y'all all very soon. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I love this little guy. He's so fun. So y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.